We live?
You know it.
Yes, sir.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday live from 67 Social.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing tonight?
And I'm blessed. I'm excited.
Welcome in. Yeah. Let's do it like we do at my job, man. What you checking in on between 1 and 10? We always
and I'm on 10 right now,
okay.
man. I'm beaming right now.
Okay, for sure.
We got Kevin Antonio in the building.
Kevin Antonio.
Poet, author.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Before we get too deep, I want to ask you a question. If your life had a title before your book, Unpeeled Layers, what would it be? Before Unpeeled Layers, what if your life had a title, what would it be?
God damn, Mike.
Progress.
Yes.
That
would be the name of your book?
That'd be the name.
Progress. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was cold,
Progress.
bro.
Why progress?
I just feel like everything in life you do is progress. No matter if you rich, you still working to something better than rich. You know, I feel like you always got levels to climb. You got barriers to break everywhere you go.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So your life is continued progress. No matter, you can never say I made it right now.
Gotcha.
Because you want to go higher than that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I always say it's always progress. So it definitely be progress. So work.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kev, where you from?
I'm from Chicago. Originally, my mother, you know, she's Jamaican, so I'm from Chicago. But my mother is full-blown Jamaican. My father's from Chicago. You know,
what part of Chicago you from?
Over East.
Okay.
87.
Okay.
East End.
They gang bang over there.
They do, man. rough area, man. Yeah.
Y'all, they some gang bangers over there.
Rough area. I come from a big family, man. 7 brothers, 1 sister.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
So I'm second oldest, so
okay.
Man, it was a lot going on when you was growing up. You know, my mom did the best she can. You feel me? To keep us safe, man. You know, it's hard to raise kids out here right now, especially 7 of them, especially growing up in Chicago. It's different, man. So she did her best she could to keep us out of the city. We moving to a suburb, which I applaud my mother for that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the best thing she ever could do is move us to a suburb, having 5, 6 boys. You know what I'm saying? In Chicago, man, It's tough, man. It's a gamble.
For sure.
Did you know back then you were going to be a poet?
Not at all, man. No.
Can I ask you this, though? Before we get into our, the conversation, I see that you kind of like similar to me, you lead with God first.
Yeah.
Or I say, you have to incorporate God into everything. That's my thing. Like you either have to lead with God or incorporate God or everything. How does that work for you? How did how did that come about for you? Did your parents instill God in you, or did you like instinctively understand that you have to put God in everything?
Yeah. So when I was growing up, basically, when you growing up, you kind of go to church because you have to.
So your parents
you're going because you have to at a certain age. You don't really understand. You just know on Sundays we go to church. That's how we talk, But as you get older, you try to understand for yourself. So I took a break from church until I felt like I wanted to come back myself to understand fully what church was, the understandings of the Bible, understanding who God is. I wanted to know the purpose for myself solely. So
instead of it being pushed on you.
Exactly, because you don't know until as you're getting older, you're maturing, your mind is maturing. So now you understand, like, dang, why do I go to church? Why do I go to Bible study? We just told to get up and go, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really understand it until you start getting older. You start getting to the point where you're making your own decisions. So I took a step back from church. I started following God when I was 15.
Okay.
I took a step away when I was 12. Stopped going. When I was 12. I went back 3 years later when I started understanding, like, I need to find a purpose. What's my purpose? What's my relationship? And everything after that, man, is God first. Without Him, man, and nothing is possible, man. I done had some miracles, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
God first.
Yeah, I think did you have to go to church when you was?
No. I learned about
my
God
auntie
differently.
Aretha, so I know how you feel every Sunday.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that type of upbringing will mold your art in that way? You got a lot.
Great question.
Yeah, because you got a lot of people who say they Christian and everything, but then they making totally, you know, they'll go totally opposite. You know, you'll hear them on stage saying, man, I thank God for this award and everything. The whole time you was talking about crack and
killing somebody.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
what part does
crazy.
that play in your art?
For me, that's why I always consider myself as a storyteller. You know, because I go off what I see and I try to put myself in that person's shoes. A lot of times people don't know what my poem's even about. It's about me or about somebody else.
That is true.
You don't never know. I keep you on your toes.
You had the room shook on that one poem. You know what I'm talking about.
We gonna get into that because I need to clear that
I'm
one up.
talking about the one with the
Yeah, man. We gonna get into that one because that's
It wasn't.
let's gotta get into that one.
No pen was wasted. No pain was hidden.
yeah, no pain was hidden.
Explain that for me.
So no pain was hidden, and basically I'm laying it all out. Like
That's the name of the.
that's one of the quotes that.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
pieces actually that's in there. So, but it's a
Okay.
quote that I use to advertise the book. But no pain was really hidden from me. So whatever came
You
out on that
exposed
paper
yourself.
is out there. You know what I'm saying?
I
And it's
like that.
different
Or he
coming.
was exposed.
Or
Right.
exposed. You know what I'm saying? But it's different when you put it on the front street from a man's point of view.
Yeah.
You know.
What made you start writing instead of holding on to it though? What made you like get that up?
Man, believe it or not, I used to rap, bro. I was on some.
Ain't no believe it or not. That's how a lot of
Yeah,
it.
Because all of it is, to me, it's one and the same. Like when I see
Yeah.
people up here doing spoken word, I look at them as rappers or no different. It's an art form, you know, and it's just a
Yeah.
way that the cadence is different, the rhythm is different. I think life has a rhythm, so it's just about the cadence and the beat. The beat
sure.
for spoken word is different beat for rapping, but I think
Yeah.
it's really one and the same. Honestly, I do.
It is. I want to say this real quick. It is because if the message is there and the substance is there from the beginning, it's gonna sound good anywhere it go. You know. So I'll give you an example. With the other open mic we had, the guy came in, his beat was messing up, or his Wi-Fi's phone, something happened where he couldn't send it to me. So he couldn't do the second song. We were like, man, just do it a
Freestyle.
cappella,
Right.
without the track.
Right.
And it sounded way better because we heard what he was saying. He was actually saying something. But it's a lot of shit you need to beat because it's whack. It ain't about it's really style over substance. It ain't shit. So if it's really got meat on the bones, then it could be spoken word and rap.
Absolutely.
It don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So it is one and the same.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's how it started for me though. It was rapping.
What was your
man.
rap name?
I thought it was Kevy Kev, man.
Kev.
When you put that in the group, I was like, who is he? Kevy Kev.
Yeah,
And I see on your shit. Kevy
It was
Kev.
I started with that, man. I thought I was.
That sounds like some straight 90s shit.
It was back when what inspired me to rap though before I even got into anything was, man, I was a hooper at first. Like I hoop. Like that's what I do. Yeah, I went
okay.
overseas. I played in Beijing, man. I did all
That's
that.
my background. I
Yeah.
dibble and dabble a
See?
little bit.
This is why you can't talk to nobody who thinks they don't play that.
Yeah, man.
Not everybody.
Yeah.
No. I really had because
These
I
is
know,
two hoopers.
I know that
Yeah.
I know that because most people think they can play ball. If you ask the average black dude, can you hoop? He gonna be like, yeah. But I can see it in your spirit. I can smell it on you. Honestly, I can tell by the way you walk.
I got
And
like-
don't let me see you grab a ball.
Hey, look, I got like 3 balls tatted over me. I do this for,
sure.
real.
For
You know
sure.
what
I
I'm saying? This
believe.
ain't- But yeah,
I believe.
Man, I started hooping, man. That was like my dream, bro. Like to play ball, man. And it was crazy. Man, growing up, I didn't even like basketball first. I was football. That was really my first love, football. I like to hit. I was on them.
Absolutely.
I like to play
Negative.
corner safety, man. My
Absolutely.
brother, my older
Play them
brother.
corners
brother.
like a safety.
Yeah, man. I don't know what was in me, but I like to hit one. So, you know, my older brother actually was like the star of basketball in our house. I looked up to him a lot and a lot of stuff he did, how he dressed. He was real. He was one of the pretty boys with the Cuddy clubs and all that was out. He was
Yeah,
one of
For
them,
sure.
man.
So you was a little brother then.
Yeah, basically, I'm right under him. So
Okay.
I was really looking up to him though because like, man, this man got the girls, he got the
For
Cuddy
sure.
club. And
Yeah.
See, I was the
hooping.
oldest. I had to kind of lead. I had my older cousins though, but I think that's important though, because a lot of times when I see siblings, younger siblings, they actually a little bit more affluent in life because they saw a living example of what they wanted to be or not be. You know what I mean? It's like when you got a living example in the house, that's very different. You know?
man. Then
Yeah, you see how to fuck up.
exactly.
So
and
you're
that was
looking at
That
it
was
like,
really it, too.
oh, that's what
Yeah.
get you fucked up. Oh, that's what don't get you fucked. And you learn.
Man, that was really it for me. Like my brother, my older brother, he was a fuck up in school though. You know what I'm saying? But he was a gentleman at the crib. Me, I'm opposite.
Okay.
I was perfect at school. Motherfucker could tell me nothing. That's how I was cocky with it because I had straight A's. I really don't play. I graduated 4.5. GPA, nigga.
Ooh, okay.
Don't
I
get
thought
me
it
wrong.
only went up to
28.
4.0.
28 ACT. Nigga.
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
tell you.
Getting the 4.5.
4.5 I was above.
Different.
No, for real. I was
Yeah.
above, so mother couldn't tell
Yeah,
me
that's
nothing.
different.
But
Absolutely.
I wasn't a nerd. I was still myself.
Just
I was
smart.
just smart. You know what I'm saying?
You was a nerd.
At home. At home. I mean, I feel like
To a
that's
certain
I
extent,
feel like
you gotta
school,
be.
hey,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like school is easy. It's really a code to it.
For sure.
Every class.
Doing your
It's-
homework.
It's basically
But see, but
90%
but
of the damn
people
school.
get it fucked up if you smart. That's if you are smart and you getting straight A's, you really cool as fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we don't look. I didn't look at it. I was always smart too, but I didn't look at it. I thought that was kind of like goofy a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you a nerd.
I
And
thought
it
the way you act was
more goofy than
me too. I mean, yeah, that's how I thought. I thought it was the way you act.
Yeah.
But somebody who was getting straight A's.
So
Yeah,
what did your?
man.
So let me ask you this: like, what did your throughout your life? Like,
Yeah.
what did your pain come from? Like, what did
Oh,
what
man,
did what did you go
So
through?
I went
that?
through a lot of shit growing up. First and foremost, like I ain't never. This started when I was about 12, 13. I remember my step pops. I tell I don't have shit. This over here. This is 7. I don't have shit. Everything
No
laid
doubt.
out. So look, this true story. And you'll notice if you read my book, you know, so I kind of talk about a lot of this stuff in there.
Yeah, we gonna
Okay,
get a
we
copy.
definitely gonna get in that.
Yeah,
get
for
into
sure.
that book,
Yeah,
man.
I definitely talk about it. But man, growing up, about 12, 13, I remember my stepfather at one point. He was real strict, you know what I'm saying? Real strict. Now, I didn't know he was our stepfather at first, though. I gotta keep it real. Yeah.
Oh.
Man, yeah. So,
What do you mean by that?
like, so my last name is Cotton. That's his last name as well. So we growing up, man, you know, I'm about 3, 4 growing up, you know. He with us, you know, all our life to about 12. And my mother divorced. Now, we didn't know what they was fighting about stuff when we was growing up. We ain't never know nothing, you know what I'm saying? I watched the abuse, them fighting. I remember my mother and my father used to fight, fist fight in front of us. We was kids, but, you know, the thing about kids, and I learned this young, and this true story, kids don't forget shit.
Absolutely.
No, not when it
don't forget
happened that
nothing.
young.
It's traumatic.
Man,
yeah.
look,
you usually
I-
don't forget
When
traumatic
it
stuff,
happens to you
especially
that
traumatic
young,
stuff.
yeah,
You
it
don't
stick
forget.
with you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm a living proof. I could say that kids don't forget stories
Absolutely.
when you're young. They
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
remember shit.
That's
you know what
true.
I'm
Traumatic.
saying?
You don't forget traumatic
Trauma shit,
experiences.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
trauma
when-
stay with you.
She thinking, no, this is my mother. She honestly believed that we don't remember, but I could play out a whole story from the top to
her.
the beginning. You know, because I used to be the one helping my mother out, like tables. She bleeding from the mouth. I'm in the bathroom with my mother.
Wow.
This is real. This is my stuff. This is what he's doing. Putting his hand in front. He didn't know. We were so little, so you don't think the kids was gonna remember when they grow older. But I seen all this. I witnessed it growing up.
Yeah.
Loving that type of love was not love. You know what I'm saying? That was abuse. That was more
Absolutely.
than abuse. They were young. I look back. They were young at that time.
For sure.
So I remember about 12 years old, it was around Christmas time. Christmas, when you're 12-year-old, you big on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little cousin with presents. You
doubt.
big on Christmas. I remember my stepfather wrote us a note. He wrote a note to my mother. I guess they were going through their own thing, right? But my mother called us in a room, 3 of us, the first 3, my older brother, me, and the one right under me, called us in the room and told us to read this letter. We read it. And he was saying, like, man, them kids ain't mine. Mind you, this is my first time even hearing this. We thinking this is my father. This is what I'm thinking.
Right.
You know, I got a last name. That's what we think as kids. My
Absolutely.
mother told us that this was our stepfather. So we think this our real father at this time. But, you know, he said, like, them kids ain't mine. You know, I'm taking care of my own kids that I have, this and that. So we kind of confused, low-key hurt. This part where you get hurt because you 12 years old and now you
Realize.
like, we kind of confused. But it's like, My mother telling us like she wanted us to hear this and see it coming from whatever they was going through.
Right.
You know?
Did
So
y'all call him dad?
we did.
Wow.
Man, this was real. Man, this is real.
It's a
I'm talking
real-
about
right.
cousins. I'm talking about family.
Yeah.
When I say his family is so strong, I grew up with cousins. I got so many cousins. To this day, they still my cousins. I don't call them nothing less. I got so many cousins on his side. His family was so knitted together. I mean, his mother was my grandma. Still my grandma today, but you couldn't tell me she wasn't my grandma. That's how it
Absolutely.
felt. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we
Absolutely.
basically, it's like a lie for 12 years of our life. We don't know who, nothing. So, man, I was told my father was dead. I was told my father was after a while, she actually told us, like, yeah, this is your real father. He was a drunk. Drank all the time. He put his hands on her. He was abusive. He used to beat my mom. He told me all this stuff. Like, he probably dead or in jail. You know, it was so much stuff. So I'm like, damn. So now you realization set in. It's like, okay, I got looks from my mom. I see my mom, skills from this side. Now you left and lost with where I get certain shit from in this world.
Absolutely.
Where that other skill set come from? What was my real father like? What did he look like? I ain't never seen a picture of this man at that
That was
time.
gonna be my next question.
And I didn't know what he looked like, man.
Do you have a relationship with him now?
I'm gonna get so.
Okay.
As time went on, like my little brother under me, like at this point, I don't even care now, cause like it's 12 years. This still my dad. I don't know what they going through. This still my father.
Right.
But my one brother under me, he's like, man, I need to find out. I need to figure it out. So man, we started looking at it. This is a true story. We started looking at his name in the system.
Wow.
We started looking. This is us doing this at like 12. My brother's 11. We looking it up. We trying to see where he at. You know what I'm saying? If he was locked up or something, it'd be in the system. We trying to see what's going on. So we got no answer, man. We just let it. We dropped it. The craziest thing, I'm 35 right now. When I was 33 years old, I got a random picture to my phone. My little brother, he like the fourth. He hit me up like, hey bro, who is this? Who he look like? I look at the picture, like, he low key look like my little brother, but I'm laughing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my little brother must hit me like, hey man, that's your dad. Like, yeah, this is 2 years ago. This
So all y'all had the same father, or y'all had
just the
different?
first three. My other brother, I mean, we all have, my mother, we all stayed together all the time. So he had a relationship with his father. His father is like the one I thought was my stepfather this whole time. Well, basically, he knew of my dad this whole time. So I guess he got a hold of the picture, sent it to us, and he told me, like, yeah, man, that's y'all dad, this and that. I'm like, you know, for a second, man, look, I paused for a minute. I went and told my mom the picture. True story. I showed her the picture, man. She turned around and said, throw that shit away. Walked off on me. Didn't give me no answer. She didn't get no response, man. Nothing, had nothing to say. So I called my grandma. Grandma, no. Called grandma, her mother. She told me, like, yeah, that's your father. This is my first time seeing this man. I didn't know what he looked like in life. I thought he was dead.
2 years ago.
Wow.
Man, that was 2 years ago. So I'm like, my grandma like, man, go see him. I'm like, go see him, call him. And numbers and shit coming through. People hitting me up on Facebook. This is when I had social media. People hit me on Facebook, man.
Oh, you post a picture up?
No, I didn't. What's crazy is once I started asking questions, my little brother who had a connection, he ended up getting in touch with his cousin, my pop's actual cousin, who said he been looking for us. Man, look, he hit me up on Facebook like, bro, call me. I call him. He get to spilling it. I mean, this is my blood cousin from him. He tell me like, man, look, that's your dad, bro. Like, he alive. I was living in Madison. I just came home from college, matter of fact. I just came home from college because I was doing I was out there on the expo. So I was at the college and I was doing the expo out there on the college like a vendor. And I had just came back to my mom to visit.
Okay.
So when I came back to visit, he like, yeah, that's your pops, you know, holler at him, you know, talk to him or whatever. And I'm like, he alive? I'm like, man, I thought this man was dead in jail or something. Like, yeah, he alive. My mom stayed in Madison at that time, you know, a little suburb. Like, yeah, man, he stayed in Richmond Park. That's like 10 minutes from Madison. Not even, that's up the street. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, man, he stay in Madison. I'm like, he like, man, call him. So I called, shaking and shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was scary. I called, man. Grandma picked up, his mother. I tell it all because I tell it in the story. I got a poem in one of my books called Where's Waldo? He's Waldo.
Where is Waldo?
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
so even so his mother, your grandmother, your real grandmother.
Yeah.
Well, not your real grandmother. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who she was neither.
No, no.
Right. So that was your first time speaking to her as well, right?
But
yeah.
you know what's crazy about this story is like you know your kin. You know, so when I first talked to her, it was like, okay, Norm, when I pulled up to the house, I sat in front of the house, mind you, for about an hour, outside the house, just sitting there in the car. It's like, I'm 33 at this time.
You getting
I
it
ain't know this
together.
man I ain't never seen him in person, don't know nothing about him. But I'm always intrigued, like, what, man, my pops had to be this cold, this crazy nigga. Like, look at me, I'm doing all this, I'm hooping. This nigga gotta be a star or something. I'm thinking all this shit, man. I mean, I'm so happy, but I'm sick at the same time. Man, I go up to the door, I knock. Little lady come out, man, she's so small. She like 4'3" or some shit, tiny. Grandma, you know what I'm saying? She like, and you know, she gave me a hug, crying instantly. When I say the embrace, you know your kin.
Absolutely.
I knew that was my grandma, bro. Like, and I ain't never met. I could feel like this is home type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This what a grandma hug feel like. This is different.
Absolutely.
And I ain't never met this lady before. But
Absolutely.
I could tell, like, as I'm sitting there talking to her, you can feel like, damn, man, I would have probably been over here all the time, just under her, because the connection was so like, it was so powerful. It was genuine. Like, damn, I would have been on her so much. You know what I'm saying? And then she tell me, like, I had 17 uncles and aunties from her.
Wow.
She's 77 at that time. I had 17. She had 17 kids.
God damn.
Man, I ain't know nothing. When I say I had a whole big ass family on the other side, man, I don't know nothing. Nothing. I meet my father, he come down, man. I'm like, damn, this my father? Like, this him? Like, yeah, man.
But you was, well, I mean, I can't even.
I'm taller than him, so it's like,
man,
he's short, so it's like, my mother taller, so it was weird as hell when I looking down on the nigga, but it was like, damn, he my father, but this is where this shit started to break down a little bit.
Yeah, of course, man.
You know, it's three sides to a story. You know, I always believe that in my life.
Your side, they side, and the truth. Absolutely.
Yeah. So my mother used to tell me all this stuff about him. Cool. I can only take your word. I don't know him. I don't ever seen him. I don't know if he alive or not. I can only take what you saying. But now he's alive.
Yeah.
Now I've met him. Now I need to sit and talk to him. Let me see what's going on for real.
Did you go into the first conversation with that prejudice on your chest before you talked to him, or you just had
Nah, I came in genuine, man. Like, clear. Like, I didn't come in with his own hate because I don't know him. So now I'm going to give you a chance to just
That's
speak.
what I mean,
Just let me
right.
talk. I'm going to hear you talk. I'm going to get to, let me hear where you coming from. What
So you was
happened?
open.
Yeah, I was open and listening.
I mean, at
what's
this point,
going
you
on?
got it.
33.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
talk to me. Let me see what's going on, man. You know? And he tell me, like, he started talking about, you know, stuff he's done in his life. And mind you, his mother's sitting right here with me. Man, look, I found out I had a sister. Yeah, that's his only kid besides the boys he had. And he had a sister. I got a sister. Her name was Aaliyah. Her name is Aaliyah. You know, she stayed in Arizona. And I talked to her. When I called her, she instantly started crying. She knew she had brothers, but she couldn't find them.
Wow.
So first words, she know I know I have brothers. I just never could find y'all. You know, I found out she got 2 kids, and man, I love them to death already. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's crazy, man.
That familiar.
She's a cheerleader at University of Arizona.
Yeah.
She's a cheerleader for them. Man, look,
That's
now she a
crazy.
Wildcat. I'm like, you on the college and everything? Like, she's like, yeah, I
For
do this
sure.
and that. I'm okay, cool. So, man, me and her click. But talking to him, instantly his mother started like jumping in, like, because he started lying. Saying stuff that he thought he was doing. Man, I've been locked up before, you know, this and that I done. Grandma jumped right in. Stop lying to him.
Right,
You've
lack
been
of
locked up for
accountability.
this drunk and disorderly.
Right.
Nothing else. Falling down. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Yeah.
stuff like that's the only reason.
Lack
we're
of
locked up.
accountability.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already that's strike one. Now you lying to me about what you've been
Right.
doing. Like this is what my mother been telling me. Like he a drunk. So I let the time go on, man. You know, I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna think about everything. I
Yeah.
find out my uncle has a son. The son I went to high school with my whole life. Didn't even know that was my first blood cousin.
Wow.
This is all in the book too.
Oh man, this is in the book.
So you know, I had it wrong. I'm thinking that the book is a collection of all of his work, his poems, And I didn't know that
Let's go home
that the
with
book
those
was
stats.
like this.
Yeah, man, it's
And
deep.
when you spoke about it at Penflow, I for some reason I'm thinking that it's like a collection of all your work.
Absolutely.
And this is
It's so much in that
Absolutely.
book
Let's-
I talk
let's-
about.
you are so
Let's-
you are author.
Let's
Yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
Let's pivot to the
a little
book.
I got a book, yeah. Let's pivot to the
Yeah.
book, but I got a question real quick before the book question. So, out of all of that, you went through all of that, right? And you met your pops.
Yeah.
You were disappointed, but at the same time, it probably a lot off your chest that you finally met him, and you was able to talk to him. Going through when you went through all of that, the man that you are right now, would you go back in time and have it the right way, right? Where you knew your father, the mother in the house, and y'all all be big happy family. Would you trade who you are right now to try to take that second chance and go back, know your father and everything? You think anything would have been different?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't trade it. It made
Because
me
it made you
someone
who you
I
are.
didn't even think I probably could be.
So the reason why I'm asking is because we had this conversation a few episodes ago, and we were talking about how things happen for a reason. We were in here. We got to the point. I think the battery died, and we were arguing because we was like, "No, shit don't happen. Yes, it do happen for a reason. It do it." And I feel like that's one of the reasons why shit do happen for a reason.
Absolutely. To make you who you are.
It's because certain things are going to happen to you for the present you to be you.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot of
It's
shit
architecture.
that you would think to yourself like, "Oh, I'll go back and I change." But if you probably changed one
thing,
it would.
man, God is an architect.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
He architects
It'll
your
probably
life,
you would
bro.
probably be on this
That's
couch.
an
You'd be probably
architect,
doing
man.
something totally different.
Yeah.
That's an architect.
So
And with that being,
things be unfortunate, but when you live through it and you get through it, you start to realize it's doing nothing but building who you are.
yeah, man.
That's dope. The architect.
And with that being, like, to get to the book, how I got into
Yeah.
writing this book, man, I took L's, man. I had so much traumatic shit that was just balled up in me. I became a father, man. That's why I stopped playing ball. I became a father out of nowhere, man. I was young as hell.
How young were you?
I was fresh. I was 24. I became
That ain't
24
young.
years. I'm saying I'm young because I'm a
That's
hooping
real.
journey.
Yeah,
I'm in
that's-
Beijing at this point.
Wow.
When I became a single
is young,
father.
though.
That
24
is.
young.
I mean, I think
I'm ready to hit the peak.
I'm not the reason why I say that. The reason why I say
I'm
that
ready
is
to
because
tear
it's when we were in high school, the couple girls that got pregnant. I feel like that's young. You know what I'm saying? Having a baby
In high school?
in a teenage.
That don't happen as much no more.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying. I
that's
just feel like
crazy, though.
that's young.
that's a good
Even
thing.
it make you step up, but that's young. But 24, 25.
Yeah, man.
I feel like
You
the
grown.
Yeah, I feel like you
Grown.
grown, but I feel like also this is
That's
the
about the age you get started.
24. I feel like we just
this is
really
what I'm
finna
saying.
get started.
I'm just saying, like that is the day you just
Look,
get started
just-
for real out there.
Look at he got a Mr. Rogers sweater
All
on.
right.
He got a Mr.
I got one
Rogers.
worse than this though. It's Super Mr. Rogers.
24.
They roasted. No, what I'm saying, this is what I'm listen, hear me out before I say. I'm saying
Tired
you
old soul,
want,
man.
you wanna be able to still play with your kids, right? Like you wanna be able to roll around the dirt with them,
That's true.
fuck them up.
Okay.
You grow up. I'm not saying
That's
I'm
when
not
you're
saying
supposed to
have
get
them real
started.
early. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you fucking and then out the blue at 24, 25, oh damn, it's no reason to be talking about we too young. It's time to have a baby now. I'm just saying
See,
that.
now how that came for me.
And then you'll be still, think about it, 10 years from that, you 35, right? Now you kid, y'all can kick it. You can take them there, play the arcade, play the Nintendo, stay up on the...
I tried it that way, man.
Right.
You say you tried it that way?
It don't work, man. Look.
How old is your
honest,
oldest?
So look, my
Go ahead,
oldest
yeah,
11. So
Oh, that's
what happened?
perfect.
But what happened was, like I said, God worked in crazy ways for me my whole life. Man, I threw a crazy party. I was like the hottest thing on campus. I was a freshman coming in.
What college you
Playing
go
ball. I
to?
went to Chicago State.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm coming in. I'm hooping, man. I turned down a track deal though. I had a track scholarship, full ride to North Carolina.
So
full
you was
ride.
fast.
That's just
too.
like my cousin.
Yeah, man. But I ain't think about me why I turned down the track deal is because I didn't want to run. I feel like it's levels to life.
Yeah.
You know, after high school, you go to college, you run from college, but what's next? It's
Right.
Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't want to. I
That's
ain't
a
want to
big
run
jump.
it like that. I was only doing that to train for basketball.
For
so
sure.
It's like off season.
Absolutely.
But I turned it down. You know, I went the basketball route, but I was in college, so I threw a party, and like you couldn't have alcohol in dorms, so it was illegal. Like you couldn't do that. But you know, it was my first time. My brothers and stuff, man, they never been to college before. They came out through a big old homecoming party, man. And it's like they had liquor. I have roommates. We had a big crazy dumb party. I remember that. But look, the crazy thing is, I went in my room to get a charger. Right? It was a young lady in my room. I don't know what she was in my room. Right? She was sitting there. She said she needs some air. So I'm talking.
So she ain't go outside. She went in
She
your
needs
room.
some air. She in the room though. What you in my room? It was weird, but the door's open, so she in my room. So I'm like, damn, what
I
you
need
doing
some
in here?
air. Let me go
She's
in
like,
your
I just
room.
need some air. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna sit in here until you get up out of here. You
On
feel
the
me? That's how
above
it
dating
was.
proximate time.
Man, look, we end up talking. I ended up sitting in that bed talking till the sun came up. No
Oh, wow.
sexual stuff, no nothing. I mean, just conversation.
Are you married to her right now?
now? Look, I missed. Look. Nah, look, what's crazy is I missed the whole party.
That's a whole.
They had the whole part. I missed the whole thing.
That's a movie.
It was
That's
so
a
much
movie.
conversation in this.
That's a movie, bro.
Look,
I'm still stuck on she needs some air. She
That's a
went in
needs
your
movie.
some
room.
air.
Yeah,
We end
that
up
sound like a
talking.
police report. That
That's
sound like a setup.
I'm saying it got so comfortable. It got so comfortable. We laying on the end of the bed
That
like
sound like a
kids,
police
with our feet
report.
curled up, just talking side to side about life. Man, it's crazy. So, what I'm saying, this is a real story. We like kicked our feet up, talking side to side, just laying on the bed.
Oh, yeah, this
Party
a
go
movie.
off. I had
This a
school the
movie.
Look, I had class the next day. Cool. I go to class. My brothers, they all lit still from the night before. It's our room, my dorm room, fucked up.
Okay.
So they go to the school. I'm in class. I'm cool with security. Security say like, yeah, your brothers got flagged down. I said, what you mean? Like, man, they in there like talking to the girls, you know, they drunk, so we just gonna send them back to the room. Mind you, I just told you we can't have drinks and none of the drugs in our room, right?
Right.
So I'm like, damn, the house fucked up. Don't
Right.
go in the house. Like, let them in, just turn around. Don't go in the crib. But somebody escorted them back to the room. They opened that door, man, instantly they called me, like, yeah, you gotta come to the dean office real quick. I thought, dean,
Uh-oh.
man, they kicked me out of dorms, man.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah, they kicked me out of dorms instantly. I was with garbage bags, bro. This is when it started. This is really when it started. I want garbage bags.
What
packing
year was
all my
this?
shit. This was, damn, I was 24. Shit, 23, 24.
I'm saying like what I meant to like when you were a freshman or
Yeah, I was a freshman. I was a freshman. Man, I'm packing all my shit up.
Damn.
My moms don't know. I walked to a motherfucking Wendy's though, right? The girl that sat in my room that night before, we just met, called me like, dang, what happened? I seen you was walking with all your bags. I'm looking homeless as hell. I ain't got nowhere to go. I swear, I'm looking home. I ain't got no car and shit. I
Right.
ain't got nothing. I'm like, yeah, I'm at Wendy's. I don't know what I'm finna do. OG at the crib. She don't know what's going on yet. She like, shit, I'm finna meet you up there. She come up there. She like, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Come stay in my dorm. Now, it's illegal. But shit, you stay here for the first semester. Find your apartment on campus. You know, go to school still. Because they ain't kick me out of school. They just
She
kick me
was
out of
solid.
dorms.
What's her name so we can shout her
Look,
out?
I mean, Jasmine. Jasmine. Yeah, look. Shout out to Jasmine. So,
Okay, Jazz.
look, man, this shit was crazy. I'm jumping over gates every night, man. I'm crawling through fences because I can't be in any dorms. Ain't no co-ed in this motherfucker. I can get
Oh,
kicked
y'all
out
was just wild.
and myself.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's like the first half of the year, so this 3-4 months. We got the rapping. That's how it happened. Boom. I was
she
with
in
that
the
girl for
book?
5 years.
Is she in the book?
That's who gave me. Yeah, she in the book
Okay.
too. That's who gave me my first child. That's who gave the mother of my child.
Oh, I knew it. I knew
Yeah,
it.
man.
The
Oh yeah,
story. Yeah.
that's what he was getting to. I was
That's
like,
a love
oh, this
story,
gotta
man.
be the one right here.
That was the
Love
mother of my
story.
child, man. And then people always ask me about her as in the book. I call one of the poems called Father, Daily, Mother, Maybe. You know.
So unpeeled layers. When I heard that, I think about an onion, right? And the more you peel, to me, the more you peel an onion, the closer you get to the nucleus of the onion, the stronger it gets.
Yeah, the stronger it gets, it starts
So
burning.
explain like your the title.
Unpeel layers. I feel like when you unpeel
Unpeel layers.
fruit, onion, anything that takes time to peel, you understand that your goal is to get to the center, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So as you peeling and stuff back, you discovering more and more. You're getting closer to your goals.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? My goal is to get this onion peeled. I'm gonna peel this motherfucker. My goal is to get to this orange. I'm gonna peel it. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Banana, I'm peeling it. That's my goal.
For sure.
So, and it's layers to any human out here, man. And I put all that into that book as far as the layers that's being peeled back. That was peeled back for me. I mean, like I said, I experienced so much, man. I became a father. I seen people drop dead in front of me. That's what happened. That's how I became a father. The mother that I was talking about 5 years ago, man, it was on one random day, man. I was over there, my daughter's 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I was over there kicking it. Her mother came down. She was an older lady, very overprotective. Now she's overprotective, old school mother. You know what I'm saying? 67 years old type of old school. Like, she don't want nobody to cough on the damn baby. That's how it was. I couldn't even I had to borrow my baby. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Shit.
Yeah, it wasn't playing because she's old school.
Yeah.
She don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, this is her daughter's first. The daughter mother thing is different than the son mother. The son is different. It's different
Absolutely.
as hell.
I know.
When your daughter have a baby, it's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying?
know.
Yeah, so their connection
Know
was
that.
just different. It was her first child, so she teaching her everything the old school way. You know what I'm saying? That's the only daughter at that. She the only daughter. So, man.
So do you agree that maternal, this is for you, do y'all agree that maternal grandparents are stronger than paternal, meaning that the mother's mother, like my mother's grandmother, I was a little bit closer to. Do you feel like that is more of a closer connection than of your father's mother?
Yeah, I definitely think that.
I don't think so.
Why
No,
you-
I think it definitely
Depends.
it depends.
Okay.
So like I give you an example. Well, I give me for an example. My father's mother lived with us, and I spent almost like 2 or 3 summers at my father's mother's house. Like, we were there the whole summer.
Time.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And my father's mother lived with us. We would go to my mother's house and spend a night sometime. We still close, but we were much closer with my father's mother
Than your mother.
than my
Okay.
mother's mother. But
Okay.
I don't know how. Well, like growing up, I remember my mother's mother, a lot. Like, I remember her because I know what you're saying, the mother-daughter relationship. She was definitely giving her the jewels. I remember that. But definitely growing up, I remember my
father's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I do know what you're saying, though, because that bond is it's a
different,
whole
man.
other animal. That's how my mother-in-law and my wife is.
And again,
Yeah.
like, that day, man, I'll never forget that shit. That's some trauma, man. She came down the stairs. She asked me, did I want something to drink? I'm like, nah, I'm holding my baby mother at the time. She's holding our daughter. I'm at the refrigerator. We standing there. Mother come downstairs. Fine. I said, it's good. She asked, they want some drink? Like, nah, we just had some pizza. She like, I just got some pizza. I'm finna go upstairs and eat. She go upstairs, man, the top of the stairs. She got to the top. She just dropped. Dropped out of nowhere.
The mother did?
The mother,
Dropped.
man, just dropped dead. I'm talking about
Wow.
drop, shaking. I ain't never seen this shit in my life.
So
This
she
my
passed
first time
away?
seeing this. Yeah, man, she
Man, I'm
passed
sorry
right
to
there,
hear
man.
that. Wow.
And this was
Crazy.
my daughter's mother's mom.
Wow.
So for her to experience that, I remember that like yesterday. For her to experience that, she changed. I was just coming back from playing ball overseas. I was in Beijing at this time.
And you
playing
watched
ball
her
overseas.
change.
And I came, man. I was like,
Man.
as time as I'm coming back to, it's different now. She changed. I didn't know what.
Of course
I
she
didn't
did.
know what depression was until I seen my baby mother.
Yeah.
Now she changed. She was the person. Now, like I said, you heard the love story. 5
Right.
years. Ooh, now when people ask like, how could a woman leave? Or how can you be with somebody like that? How can you? clearly I was with her for 5 years before we even had a child.
Right.
The shit she did for me then, like, it's a reason why all this is happening right now, and God put it in my hands.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I had so many stories, but man, she started changing in front of me. She all the weight was on her. I told her she was learning from her mother. She never been a parent before. Her mother's old school. She's teaching her everything. Now your mother gone. Now you kind of learning. The weight on you. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Your baby daddy, he ain't playing ball in Beijing. He trying to help feed y'all. She fucked up. So she spent the nights at hotels, getting drunk, high, coming home, the baby smelling like weed. It was fucked up, man. To the point she took my daughter to a daycare. Never came back, gang.
Wow.
I got a call from my mom. I had to come back from Beijing.
And get the baby.
I became a full-time father. My daughter was 7 months.
Wow.
I raised her from 7 months till she was 8 years old. And I said I was like a baby mama during these years. I was like a baby mama.
Oh,
She
you
was
baby
calling,
daddy.
man. She calling and shit, promising us shit throughout the years.
Oh, you meant like that?
G, you gotta
Yeah.
stop calling doing that, G, cause she hears, she's growing now. She's knowing, mommy, ooh, you coming through town, cause I don't know where the fuck you live. You coming through
Damn.
town, you're not even seeing her on
Man,
the
you got a
weekends.
story, bro.
Bro, I went through all this shit.
I can't
Bro,
wait to get this
Man,
book.
you got
Look,
a
bro, I
story,
went through
bro.
all this shit. Like,
Yeah.
you calling her, you promise her you gonna see her on the weekend. You in town, but you don't see her on the weekend. You some shit going on, and you lost track of time. You promised her gifts and shit, birthdays. You didn't miss everything. I'm literally had to learn everything at 24, raising a little girl. If it was a boy, it'd probably be a little different for me. A little
Right.
man, it's a girl I'm raising at this time. I don't know if you
Absolutely.
here or not.
Different.
I got my sister at that time, and my mother is who helping me. My mother wouldn't even help me. She Jamaican. She not on that shit. This is what she'll do. She doing her hair for me, taking that shit down, telling me to do it now. She
Wow.
teaching me
How to do
to
her hair.
do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is real talk.
I don't know if I could do it.
It
I'm
wasn't
taking
even
that,
no motherfucker show
I'm taking
me.
that straight to Shaniqua. Hey, do her hair for
Look,
me.
it wasn't even no. It wasn't. Do her hair for me. I'll do it. She did it in front of me. Look, pay attention. Took that shit down.
She got an accent?
Yeah, man.
she's
You gonna, if
strong,
you hear
Jamaican.
April 9th, man, y'all see it. She gonna be there April 9th though. But yeah,
What's April 9th?
April 9th, City Winery,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Oh,
we can get
okay,
to that
okay,
too.
okay,
okay.
Man,
okay.
yeah, she gonna be there. But yeah, man, she take that shit down. So I learned young, man, as far as kids and growing up in that situation to the point the next trauma thing happened, man. My grandmother, man, that was the first one. My grandma was my mother's mom. This is in the book.
So unpeeled layers, right?
Yeah.
Unpeeled layers to me, cause I took it different. It was actually an unpeeled layer. It's like a part of you that's there, but hasn't been discovered yet.
Yeah, man, it's
You know,
like
so-
hidden. It's hidden because you
Right.
don't see what
It's-
you trying to really get
So
to yet.
my bad. So that's how I was. That's how I was taking it. And so now I really can't. I can't wait now to,
Yeah,
to
man,
read the book.
it's hidden, man. It's like my grandmother. She was killed in a hit and run in Florida.
Oh,
This was recently too, man. This is my mom's mom. Hit and run. My grandma was 68 at that time, healthy.
Damn, G.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
She lost her life there. 3 months later, Father's Day. Both of my granddads, on my father's side, on my mother's side, both died same day, 2 days before Father's Day.
Wow.
2 days before Father's Day.
Yeah.
This
G.
was 3 months later. So she just lost her mom. Then she just lost
Lost
her
her
father.
pops.
I just lost both granddads in the same fucking day. The same day they both died.
Wow.
This is 3 months later. When I say my shit get deeper than that. After that, a year later, my little sister, the only girl, baby, was shot and killed here in Chicago 5 times.
Damn, G. Damn,
True story.
homie.
She is the reason I started writing. She is the reason I started doing poetry. She's the reason.
Man, bro, your pain is almost
Man, that's-
Yeah,
I
it's
got
crazy.
shit,
but look,
man.
but
Dang, when I
it's
talk
easy
about
for
shit,
it's easy
man.
for people to it's easy for people to say, you know when something tragic happens and they get up there and be like, oh man, That's why we were having that argument. Because it's easy for somebody to go up there and be like, but this is what it's supposed to be. You know, they called them home. But when it happened that closest home to you, you don't, you ain't, at that moment, you don't have the emotional, whatever.
Stability.
To take that. So in your head, you like, no, why it's got to happen to me? Fuck that. Everything happened for a reason.
When I tell you the whole world just stopped, bro.
I can't imagine.
I mean,
I can't imagine.
People will lose. You could lose a cousin.
Yeah.
You could lose a friend. You could lose people, and you feel that hurt, right?
Absolutely.
You lose somebody that you grew up in home with.
Yeah.
Hit different.
That shit hits so different, gang. I don't care what nobody say.
Think about
Was
it.
any part of your life, was it hard to put into that book? Like, was it hard?
That part, for sure. All my losses are in that book, so it's like, that part is always gonna be hard, and it's just so hard to talk about it now. That shit just happened 2 years ago. We ain't even went to trial for shit yet. This shit ain't really even unpeeled for real already. Yeah.
Wow.
This shit ain't even unpeeled already for that. I'm still in trial. We still going to. It's a lot with that story, man. And like I said, she was the baby. She was the last. Her name was Miracle for a reason. My mama had 6 boys before she had her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We thought she was a damn boy. I ain't gonna lie. Thought she was a boy. I remember they bought, this is one of my poems. I never done it though. Here, I did it for her funeral. I did a poem for her funeral, but they have bought all this damn Mickey Mouse, the boy Mickey Mouse blue shit all around the room. Decorate this motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
She was born 2 days before Christmas. They thought it was a he, then she came out a she.
Damn.
The whole time, they thought that was a boy and it was a girl. So they called her Miracle. You know what I'm saying? And, she had a little girl.
Solid gold.
Solid gold.
Solid. Solid gold.
Straight up.
Yeah, she ended up having a little girl. She had a daughter. At the time when she was killed, my niece, she was 3 months old, man. My mother got full custody of her now. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because, again, I go back to the story about an older woman raising someone young. My niece is so damn smart. I'm not saying so smart, man. It's crazy, but she's learning from the older generation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That grandmother raising you. You're gonna have manners. You're gonna be sitting straight. Ain't no slouching. Right, you learning exactly
how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
And she got that old school.
That's
what
old
we
school
missing.
love,
we
man.
missing
It's
a lot
different.
of that granny, you know what I mean?
For real. If you raised by your granny, we all know it. It probably be hella different. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It probably be a lot different raising by your granny. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, nowadays is, I'm not saying, it's just nowadays, it's not nowadays. We're getting further and further away from just what it was.
Right.
You know, with every generation, it's certain things that's just going to change that, you know, newer generations going to say, that's barbaric. We don't do it like that no more. And as time go on, we just going to keep moving further and further away.
Progress.
So, you know, it's because old school old school now is not what you talking about right now. A grandma right now that's 60 years old, that's not really, you know, that's young now. I mean, like, you know, get what I'm saying? I mean, like our grandmas is in their 80s and everything.
My granny's in her 80s. So your pain made you a poet.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I started writing shit out, man. And, you know, I ain't never really performed before, like, until my sister's funeral. It pushed me to perform in front of, and that was the first piece I ever even memorized. And it was hard. Man, I went through so much shit when she passed, bro.
Like,
I went ghost. I was on missing posters.
Wow.
Because, you know, I went through, it's like, I was at the point when she passed, I had an older brother who lived in Vegas. You know, all my brothers live in different places now. My older brother in Vegas, who I really leaned it on him the most to be here, but he couldn't take that shit. So it was hard for him to get here. I ended up paying for him to fly here for a funeral and everything. And I kind of was trying to hold the family down. You know what I'm saying? I was single at that time, so I was kind of trying to hold the family down. I'm over there every day. My daughter broke my heart because they were like this. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only person that would watch my daughter, all type of stuff. They were like this. So it's like, man, my daughter didn't know what's going on. It's around Valentine's Day. She dropping flowers off to my daughter. She didn't know what was going on, but she bringing candy for her and all that. They know she gone already. So I had to leave her with her mom. Man, when I tell you I'm trying to hold this shit down every day, and it's like everybody has somebody to go home to and cry to. This when the pain started coming for real.
Yeah.
Everybody has somebody to vent to the next day.
Yeah.
This is in my book with the 4 walls and shit, talking to walls and shit. Everybody has somebody to go to them to and talk at the end of the day and cry
4
to,
walls.
sleep. Yeah, man.
Explain that.
So 4 walls. So at night, when they was going home talking to their people, I left. I went to my house. Mind you, I ain't got nobody in my crib. It's just me. It was just me and my daughter at the time. She gone though. She at her mom's house. It's just me now. So all this shit I just went through trying to make sure everybody else feeling's okay. Ain't nobody checking on mine. I'm in this motherfucker crying, screaming. Only people that listen to me are these motherfucking walls though, cause ain't nobody here with me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in this motherfucker going crazy. Nobody know nothing I'm going through at home.
That's
Everybody
crazy.
cuddled up, crying, falling asleep. I'm in this motherfucker throwing shit, screaming.
And them 4 walls.
It's all and the only people that's to talk to me is the fucking walls,
That's
man.
crazy.
Like,
You know, I used to, the reason I asked you that because when I was in prison, that's what I used to call the scenery that I saw.
Yeah.
I used to call it 4 walls in a bunk. Like a guy next door to me would be like, "Hey, Money, what you over there watching?" Or "What you watching on?" I'd be like, 4 walls in a bunk. Meaning I'm not watching nothing but these 4 walls in here.
4
That's
walls
driving
in a
me.
bunk.
It's driving me crazy.
like that.
I used to say it was a horror movie.
Flowers go like that.
Hey, I used to say it was a horror movie, bro. Like I used to be like 4 wall. Like me and my homie next door, Bill Blast, was a stone. One of my very good friends that we used to talk to each other through the vent. And he used to be like, what you over there watching, man? Like 4 walls in the bunk, bro. It's a scary movie. You don't want to watch this motherfucker here, G. This bitch, especially in SEG or something like that. You be in SEG, 4 walls in the bunk, man, bro. You isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit'll drive you crazy.
Crazy, man. Them
For
4
sure.
walls, bro.
In a chuck hole.
They look, I'm telling you, you learn a lot talking to them fucking walls about yourself. Learn a lot.
If these walls could
Good
talk.
talk, absolutely.
You learn a lot.
Dream.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like from going from there all the way up to the writing now that I do. I say, you know what, I'm about to start writing. I'm gonna start putting myself out there. I'm gonna start small. First place I performed was at a community center in front of people. I talked about Chicago. I was talking about killings and stuff like that. But I'm more of a storyteller. So I'm like, you know what? I could see myself as someone else when I perform. I want to challenge myself to be that person. I seen homeless people. I don't know what it's like to be homeless, but I could feel what it probably could be like if I was him.
Right.
Ask for money. You know, I got a lot of poems when I talk about being homeless and stuff like that. I was never homeless, but the energy I feel from them, people don't know what they probably fucking go through. You know, being homeless. And I know some people that's homeless who went through this type of shit. Shit, I slept in my car at one point in time. I was going from college. Shit, I had to sleep in my motherfucking car a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Like, shit in the trunk. I'm going to LA Fitness to take a shower and brush my teeth and get right. Shit, that was my life back then.
You
Real
can't tell the
talk.
whole book. See, what's gonna happen is he gonna tell the whole book right here, then y'all ain't gonna buy it. So we can't
gotta
tell
give
the whole
teasers.
book.
Nah, but yeah,
You
but
gotta give
teasers,
teasers like
yeah,
they
but-
do at the,
can't
like
tell
they
the
do at
whole
the show.
thing.
But the real poem I want to talk about is Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Nightmare is the real poem.
Nightmare
I really
on Freddy
want to talk
Krueger, huh?
about.
Nightmare on Elm
yeah,
Street.
man.
So I'm gonna let him talk about it, but I gotta set the scene, right? So
Yeah.
he goes and performs this at Penflow. Penflow is another open mic that happens in Chicago Wednesdays, an improv open mic, and he said this poem and everybody jaws on the floor because
Yeah.
they thought that he was kind of like, it was like he had something off his chest and it was about him. So everybody was in there. It was people in there even crying. Because they really thought, like, so he had to hurry up and say, like this
wasn't
was
about
just a
me.
story I'm telling.
Right.
But the way he was telling it
was like it was about him.
It was about him.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
Nightmare.
Man, so Nightmare is my heaviest poem I think I have in history, to be honest. And
I like
I
it.
can remember how I started writing it. I was literally sitting on the couch. Just the time I had a manager. And I was on the phone with her and then we was talking. She was like, "What you finna do next?" I'm like, honestly, I don't even know. I'm watching Netflix. I'm literally just going through the thing. And I ended up seeing Nightmare on Elm Street. And I just started One,
what?
two. It just started
Freddy's
coming on. So I'm
coming for you.
like, I'm like, she like, you watching Freddy Krueger? I'm like,
3,
yeah. I'm like, you know
4,
what?
better lock
Yeah.
your
So
door.
I'm thinking of it as I'm like, man, I should write a horror thing. You know what I'm saying? She
Absolutely.
like, about what? I'm like, Freddy Krueger. I'm like, I like this beat. It's catchy. She was like, well, it's not a beat, it's a song. So I'm like, okay. She's like, well, what's it about? My creative side comes in at this point. It's about the one I was watching. It's newer. So I'm like, I know the old Freddy's, but this one was kind of newer. It was more so he was a kindergarten, a custodian. And he was, the kids was in kindergarten. He was really a custodian, and he'd chase the kids around, play with them, and he'd take them to like this underground thing, and they were drawing pictures and shit. But he was taking boys and girls. So I'm like, well, this one I'm watching, like, that's what it's about. That's the gist of this movie. So she was like, so what would you do? I said, I'm going to write about Freddy being a person a pedophile, basically a child predator. I'm going to use Freddy because he's chasing kids in the movie.
In the
I'm going
dream.
to use him as real life. This is what happens when Freddy, a guy, chases a child or molests a child. But I said, I don't want to do it as a female. That's typical. Women getting raped. They don't understand that men get touched too. So how
Let's
can I
talk
really
about it.
grasp and shut down a crowd? This is my thinking side, the part of stage play. How can I grasp a crowd to just, I don't want applause after this. I want you to open
Think.
your mind.
Absolutely.
And understand this is not just talking about a woman being raped this time. This is about a man being touched by his father. It's different. It's deeper because you don't hear men talk about that.
Absolutely.
But men can get touched though. Men
Absolutely.
do get touched,
Touched,
but we don't
absolutely.
talk about it.
No
you know,
doubt.
and to hear it from a man, coming from a man, and how I'm going to deliver it, I want you to feel. When I perform, I need you to feel how I wrote it. I don't want you to just feel how I'm saying it. Feel
Want you
how,
feel how I wrote it.
I wrote this. I wrote it
What
with
frame of
emotion,
mind I was in.
and I'm thinking about it. I don't. And some of the poems, I'm be honest. That pen flow. I'm gonna go back real quick. Let's backtrack. I did this one poem before I did that Freddie.
Cause motherfuckers thought he went through that.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
they
was
did.
just crying.
Yeah.
And quiet.
This
They
is true
was like,
story. This is
wow.
true story.
That's what's
So
up.
It was deep.
before I did that poem, I did a poem called School Shooter. And that was the first time in Penfield. I've been going to Penfield for a year now. That was the first time I didn't get no blue lights, no repeating rhymes, no nothing. I didn't get no
Yep.
questions.
Yeah.
That poem set the tone for how I'm gonna perform. That was the one that's like, you know what? I
It's
want to
high.
take it higher. I want to go.
sure.
I like the no disturbance. I like the no blue lights. I like the silence better than applause now, because now I feel like you understand something. You seen a story, whoever you thinking of.
Right.
It fucked with your mind to the point you don't need to clap. You
I was
need
just
ask
gonna
me,
say that.
am I
You
okay?
fucked up, right.
Exactly. You just want to ask me, am I okay? You don't want to clap. You just want to ask me, am I okay?
For
But
sure.
Be honest, I'm telling stories that we don't talk about. That's not about me. I never experienced a school shooter, but we see it on TV.
Yeah.
We see it on the news, someone shooting, but we don't talk about it.
For sure.
On your mic.
Yeah, we don't see it on the news or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you a poem just to bring enlightenment to your mind. Like, this still happens.
For sure.
And I'm going to talk about it in a way, I'm going to tell a story in a way that you can see it, how I'm writing it. You're going to see gym class. You're going to see the art. You're going to see science class. You're going to see him kicking my knee, because I'm going to show you the action of him kicking my knee. You're going to see and feel how I'm writing this. Freddie, you're going to see and feel how I'm saying Freddie is chasing my dreams. He's, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm tough, but I'm really dragging chains. You don't understand what I'm going through until you hear what I'm saying, and you putting yourself in the shoes like, damn, that's a guy being touched. So I had to clear it up.
His poem, how he was just.
You see how I'm going? You see how I'm going?
He in his mode.
Character and shit.
Let him go. He in his mode.
Look.
Oh,
He in his
Nah,
mode.
you
That's how
Go
he
ahead,
be,
bro.
though. Hey, I thought this was about to go off into one. I'm like, oh, here
I'm
you
sitting
go.
here like this
That's
dude.
the-
This
that's
dude dope.
Kevin.
Man, look, when you lock in, a lot of people think, I don't even look at my crowd. I'm gonna be honest. I don't look at the crowd when I'm spitting. I look above everybody's head. You know what I'm saying? You would think I'm looking at you,
But I'm
every
looking
time I
over- I'm looking
turn,
past you.
it's past you. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I'm so locked in on what I'm seeing. I'm seeing myself in the room. I'm seeing myself at the school. I'm seeing myself doing these things. So I'm not
You
even
in
thinking
tune.
about y'all. Y'all toned out at this
Right,
point.
you in tune with what
I'm
you
basically
saying.
blacked out on stage to the point all I see is me and the mic at this point. I don't
That's
care
how
about the
you
lights,
supposed to be.
nothing else. I'm
sure.
really just spitting. So when I get in character and I start doing shit and moving and posing and breathing, I'm
in the zone,
learning.
like an athlete.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm writing this shit and I'm performing it how I'm writing it.
No
and I
doubt.
want you to feel it to the point when I did it that day, I made people cry. I had people asking did it happen to me.
Yeah.
And I had to tell them, no, I had to stop it because it was so crazy.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to me, but I know people that it might happen to.
For sure.
And I know people that's going through it.
You was able
but
to
I'm
articulate
able
that
to
feeling.
tell you this because, again, it's acting, it's all of that. So I did it again recently at another place. I did it at another spot, and they had to take intermission. This when I knew this was powerful for
It's
real.
trauma informed.
Yeah, it was called Surviving. That was a topic of their thing. It was called Surviving, and I didn't know that they had stories that was like that. It was a bunch of women, but it was some guys. But it was women that basically was telling stories about them being touched. So when I went up and I delivered Freddie to them, they had to take an intermission. This is real story. They had to take an
powerful.
intermission. They had to play 15-minute break. They had to turn on music. It was people crying, people giving me hugs, and I had to let them know, like,
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay, but this is not about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to know. But they hearing it from a guy.
Perspective.
So it's so different. It's you like you shutting the whole shit down.
No
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to talk about that poem so bad because the shit when I do it, people really think it's about
So
something
do you talk
happening to
about it
me.
in third person? Almost? Like as if like
If
you
I
were
Yeah, I talk about it as
Like
like
it's-
I'm
like it's
him.
like it happened to you,
But
right?
but
Absolutely.
I feel like though
Yeah.
we in most art forms, right? Whether it's art, rap, R&B, poetry, we are the reporters. You know what I'm saying? So like even with just art, you know, I'm this is an interpretation of what I've seen or what I've been through, and I'm reporting the same thing with you. It don't necessarily. My point is, it don't necessarily have to be exactly what you've been through. It can
Yeah.
be what you've witnessed,
Third person.
and you a reporter of the art form, and that's why I feel like that those type of stories can be accepted by artists because
Absolutely.
it's still authentic. It
And
still happens.
you will be considered, I forgot what they call those people, those scribes. Like it's people from generations, like you will be considered a contemporary of mine. I'm 44, but we still in the same like lifespan, right?
Right.
And so it's people that from generations, they're able to articulate what's happening during those times in life.
Yeah.
And so 100 years from now, when people can maybe
I
look
see what
back
he's
on your
saying.
story,
Yeah.
they get you able to.
Yep.
God gives certain people the power to do that,
Yeah.
like to articulate what's going on during you like a scribe almost. You know what I mean? You're just able to do it in an art form.
And being humble through this process, people, I'm not big heeled when it comes to the success I've done. Like I said, I've been through so much shit to the point I let that shit bleed on paper to putting out a book. From that book to put it on a stage, it ain't easy getting in front of people and
That's getting
saying
naked.
this shit.
You getting
And
naked.
being open, vulnerable, didn't have them
You get
thinking.
naked. It's almost like you take your clothes off.
Yeah.
They don't
Take it.
understand. That shit is not
You get
easy.
naked.
So when I was telling you back there, nigga, I be nervous. Nigga, every time.
That's what I called you. That's what I'm gonna say. This nigga nervous.
Absolutely. Right.
Like, I be nervous every time because
But with all due respect, though, you a
easy.
freak.
Yeah.
Only freaks can take off their clothes. You know those people that can just take off their clothes. Like I know some women like that. Like just take here go my titty.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Hold on.
man,
You too comfortable doing that.
yeah, that type of shit, man, it make me nervous, man, getting on stage. But when I open my mouth, it's up from there. You know, that's how I feel. It's up from there when I open my mouth because I need you to get this story. You're going to get everything I got
gonna
to
get
say.
this work.
Yeah,
You
you
gonna
go.
get
You're going
this
to get
work.
this work
Get this work.
because it takes time to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about it. I have to write it and I have to vision how this crowd going to react to what I'm about to say.
And
including
sometimes you might not
myself.
can't even care how they react to it.
Exactly. And then that's the
that
thing.
part.
When you play it so well, though,
Yeah.
they damn near think, I'm telling you, every time I spit a poem, I feel like I think they think it's exactly about me, myself, because I'm gonna spit it exactly like that.
Let me ask you this based on what you just said. Who are you?
I'm Kevin Antonio.
Yeah.
I'm a poet. I'm a father. I'm a lover. I'm a builder. I'm a dream chaser. And I ain't gonna stop chasing. I don't think I'm never gonna stop chasing.
Dream
like I said,
chaser.
rich it ain't no rich.
Dreams
rich
to
people
reality.
want more money. So shit, what is rich? That don't even exist in this lifetime.
Absolutely.
You know. So
that's what Wayne said.
There
Too
you
much
go.
money ain't enough money.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? People
That's a
say I'm rich.
soundbite right there.
I ask them
That's a
motherfuckers,
soundbite.
hey, it's a
Soundbite.
real, but I ask people what's rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't know. Ain't no answer to rich. Shit, the rich want more money, so they ain't never rich.
I ain't yeah, absolutely. You can never have too much money. And it's a mindset too. Rich is a mindset.
Exactly.
That's
It's a
like
mindset.
Poor is a mindset.
And I ain't even think about poetry being, I ain't think about my words being able to get money and pay bills and doing that with words.
Absolutely.
I never thought about it that way. I just want you to get this message that I got.
And that's how it turns into that.
Anytime you could pierce somebody's soul though, you can make $1. If you can pierce somebody's soul, you can make $1. You know what I mean? Like that art form is a gift. You know what I mean?
Man. And I said, this all stem back from poetry, man. From music into this, like, and I follow like Tupac was like my idol, man.
That's my boy.
This
yeah.
man was a poet with the Black Panthers and everything before he started rapping. That's how I got into this shit, bro. And it's like now, it's like I'm on a rise right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now I'm coming out as a young poet. I ain't take it as serious at first. I was just like, I'm a vent, you know? I'm a vent. I'm letting some shit out. And as I started letting it out and people started hearing it, it encouraged me to write more and more and more to the point now I'm thinking so much bigger, man. Life, like I had a manager, man. After doing the management stuff, I might have talked about it, but me even being a manager, being in the management for the first time, being in contract with somebody, it's a lot of limitations, I'm gonna say, for myself when I was in that.
Meaning you being managed by somebody?
Yeah.
It's limitations to
Yeah, man. It's a lot of limitations, man.
Kind of break that down for me. What you mean by limitations? Like, do they limit your trajectory?
Yeah, like
We only got a couple more. He gonna break it down. Give him. We gotta start.
yeah.
Go ahead, break it down.
So
Break
real
it
quick,
down.
just real quick. With management, it's limitations on your life and stuff you could do if you don't read that contract.
Yeah.
You
the
held
fine
out on
print.
some stuff you want to do, you can't do.
Wow.
You need say so on a lot of things you can do. They get profit from stuff that you put your money in, you put your heart into. They
Right.
get profit of it. It's a lot with management. I always encourage people, be yourself, boss.
Right, for sure.
That's the best way. Learn the business.
I forgot somebody just said that, like, I'm my manager. I forgot what artist said that, like, what is that? Like a manager?
Yeah,
like,
manage yourself.
Be your
That's
own.
the best advice I get anybody. Learn the business. You want to learn, get advisors. Get people like that. You know what I'm saying? Learn the business, but having somebody control your every move and legally is on paper. This is contract
Absolutely.
for real.
You
know what I'm
asking
saying?
for
It's-
trouble.
Yeah, you don't
asking,
understand.
get
You
taken
splitting
for a
money in
ride.
so many ways. You're missing so much money on top of
Absolutely.
that. You're missing so much success.
Absolutely.
Breaking it down with somebody who really just giving you words.
But that's the problem with artists, because artists don't, in the beginning, think of it as a
business. Right. It's an art form for them.
It's
It is,
still,
but it's still a business, though.
It's a business.
Absolutely.
It's nothing
It's big
but
business
that.
at that.
That's
Yeah.
what it
Right,
is.
yeah. It's big business at that.
That small percentage is the music and the art and the love.
Yeah.
And it's never gonna be what you really want it to be unless you got total control over it.
Absolutely. Because you
gonna-
signed to 67 Social. And you
Yeah,
didn't even
right
know
now
it.
we do real shady
Just-
contracts.
Hey, look, XHH contracts.
Before you even got on camera, we already
even
looked
know
you
it.
up.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, no, shout out to 6-7 Social for sure.
Shout out.
No, but even with getting out the contracts though, man, I feel
Yeah.
like just being a free bird right now, man.
I can't do it, bro.
Just go ahead. We getting ready to rap.
Right, but
He
yeah,
got a
just
piece,
being
yeah.
out, man, and now I'm at the point where I'm working on an album.
Okay.
Like, Jay Ivy has been my motivation to get into, man, just working on this album right now. This album is dope. I feel like I've wrote so much to so many beats that I've been
But this is
sent.
this is a poetry album.
This
It's
is
not
a
no rap
poetry
album.
album.
Yeah.
Look, man, I got so many surprises on the album. I'm surprised myself. Like I said, I couldn't wait to do this interview, man, because y'all get so much. And it's real, you know what I'm saying? I already recorded 3 tracks, but
Okay.
me and you got to do some work next too, man.
You know that, bro.
We got to do work next too, man.
I'm waiting on it.
If Jay Ivy, he was like my reason when everybody said, what's next after the book? They was like, man, I want a Grammy, bro.
Yeah.
I want a Grammy. And it's crazy. I'm saying this now. I'm saying this right now. Y'all hear me on Success Social. I'm saying it. I'm going to get a Grammy. I'm going to get a Grammy.
And we got the first interview.
I'm going to get it. That's like my mindset when I'm peeling my goal right now under that orange, that apple, that whatever it is I'm peeling, I'm going to get a Grammy.
Okay.
I'm going to be an artist that then came from writing on paper, putting a book out, performing on little open mics. No one really knows where he come from. Every time I perform is where you been at.
Yeah.
That's all I be hearing. Where you been at? What you been doing? Why you ain't been out?
Yeah. Because you meant to do it, bro.
Exactly. Now it's my time to start doing it. So when I say I want a Grammy, Jay Ivy got 5, 6 Grammys from Chicago. If he can do it, I can do it. I always look at it. If someone could do it, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Right. So my motivation right now is my goal is to work on this album. And I'm putting more than just unpeeled layers in it, man.
Okay.
I'm putting everything in this album because I'm shooting videos to some of the stuff on there that we already talked about, man.
Yeah,
like,
we doing that.
Yeah, man. Like,
so where can they find you? Where can they find the book? Let's just tell us the where they can find the book, your social media,
so y'all can,
everything.
Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at The Real Kevin Antonio. That's The Real Kevin Antonio, all together on all platforms. The book is on Amazon. Y'all can go on Amazon if you want to download the book, man, or buy the book from me.
We need the copy. We need the
hard
copy.
I personally have books. Like I said, it was. This goes back to management. It's a lot that goes on with management. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of withholding stuff that I had to fight through and get through. And as I got through that, now I have books on deck. I'm gonna start bringing books out to like Pen Flow and stuff.
Yeah.
Just carry them on deck for y'all.
Definitely bring them here,
100%.
man.
Yeah,
100%.
man. Y'all take a look into that, man. It's about my life. It's about everything in that book. You don't get some of everything. And this album that's coming, man.
You got an album coming out?
Yeah, man. I'm working with one of the songs on that, one of the tracks on that. It's already finished, too. I ain't never put out. I want so bad, but I can't. But one of the tracks on that is with Anthony Hamilton.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. You know, him and Omari Hardwick from Power, you know, they work. They just actually went Grammy nominee for one of their albums they got now.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Yeah,
man.
one of my tracks I got on there with him. And I'm excited for that one.
That's what's up.
But I'm just trying to do something different, man. Give the poets what, you know, something a little bit more to be looking forward to with the younger generation.
For
Me
sure.
being young, and I feel like this is just an upcoming. And other than that, what else going on? Coming up, April 9th, City Winery, man. Being blessed to stage against Hip Hop versus Poetry tour.
That's next
You know what I'm
Thursday.
saying? That's next Thursday.
Yeah.
Just being blessed to be on that stage and compete for poets in general, you know what I'm saying? Go against MCs is just dope, man. They ain't ready for shit I got coming up. I got some shit I've been cooking for them. But
That's what's up.
I ain't gonna lie. I know one of the MCs, so we be talking about it in a little group chat or whatever, because I know her, but she know how I'm coming.
All right,
You know
man.
what I'm
What's
saying?
up,
So
man? This is actually one of my favorite interviews, man.
Yeah, you snap, man.
I have fun with y'all.
Very
man.
interesting
6
story,
social,
man.
This y'all did y'all thing though, man.
Appreciate you.
I've been waiting to get on here though.
man. We tried,
y'all been
man.
doing y'all
Appreciate
thing,
you.
man. It's definitely vibes here, man, for
Straight
sure.
up.
This platform right here, man. Everybody I've talked to so far, for real. Everyone I talked to, man, they have said like the vibe here is so different.
Absolutely.
It's more free.
Yeah,
For sure.
You
Right.
got time to be yourself in here, and it's not just poets. It's music. It's all of us just coming together and just
It's the culture.
vibing.
It's the culture.
The culture.
Solid
The
gold.
culture. Solid gold.
Solid gold. That's the culture.
The culture. Yeah,
Solid gold.
man. So it's like everybody come together, man, and you know y'all doing these interviews and giving artists a platform to just speak
Yes, man.
Y'all gonna have so many. I'm being honest. Y'all are looking at. Y'all gonna sit so many Grammy people on this stage and y'all don't know it yet. Y'all gonna
We
sit
got
so
one
many
right now.
famous. Look, I'm being for real.
We got one
It's
right
not-
now.
look, I'm telling you, y'all gonna sit so
Yeah.
many
Yourself.
artists
That
on this
one right
platform
there.
right here, and y'all don't even know it yet.
Absolutely.
And this the first place. When I make it, and I get that speech, you get that. You
6-7 social. There you go.
You get that
Throw us
speech
a-
like, man,
Yeah.
I told them, like, I'm serious though, man. Y'all done set so many talented people right here in this seat, seat,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah.
And it ain't easy, like I said, doing what we do at all. You know
no
what I'm saying?
doubt.
Starting off from nowhere and trying to build something up from ground zero, and then you realize, damn, we really did our thing
Damn.
back then. You know,
No
we
doubt.
did. You got people that won awards and national. You got people sitting next to Jay-Z that sat on our couch. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's different. It hit different, and it all gonna happen. It's progress.
That's God.
It's
All right.
progress.
That's
yeah.
God, man. Well,
man.
pleasure, bro.
Give it up for Kevin Antonio, y'all.
Yes,
67
sir.
Social.
Kevin Antonio, 67 Social. The poet.
That's
the
another one in the
Chicagoan.
book. That's author,
sure.
author, poet,
Poet.
Author, yeah.
You know,
artist, all around artist. Chicago.
67 social artists.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
sure.
But pleasure, man. Thank you for coming
man.
out,
Yeah,
bro. I
man, for
definitely
sure,
appreciate
man.
that, man.
Yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
appreciate that, bro.
We out of here, man.
Yeah.
67 social, man. Y'all check us out, man. That's it.
This piece out of 5, I'm fresh. That's piece out of 5. What you call that? Why y'all keep talking about my shit?